What is up, race fans? It's your boy No Shoes coming back at you live for this week's team breakdown for the New York Metagross and JLPC Season 5. Now, this is week 3, and for this week, we do get to keep the same squad that we've been running with. There is going to be some roster changes pending going into next week. That roster update video should have gone up Wednesday night, but in that video, I'll explain why I made the changes and what happened, but rough overview, I'm 0-2 with a minus 12 differential, completely as bad as you can get, and when you get to that point, something's got to change. And part of the reason something has to change is I felt like my prep's been good, but the plan was too straightforward, and no room for adjusting on it. But for this video, we're going to focus solely on the team builder, and for this week, we're still going to try to get this dub this week with the old squad and get one good dub going into the new squad and see how that goes. But for this week, we are playing the Holt Hippowdons and Coach PlayCaster. For this week, the things that stand out the most to me are obviously their Cortana, the Lando T, and the Megazord X. So, but what really stands out to me is his lack of things faster than Hawlucha, which shows me one of two things. He's got to bring a Scarfer to be faster than Hawlucha, and he's cannot be faster than a Selgor, period. A Selgor with just very minimal speed outspeeds everything. And we're going to use those two things to our advantage this week, as you'll see later in the video and how we do that. But this team's a little bit scary. That Cortana with that Megazord X and that Lando really form a strong top 3, and then add in the Primarina for the Fire, Water, Grass core. I mean, it's hard to mess with. And then you got Tangrowth for Bolt, Kecleon with the Protein. Shuckle's kind of a wild card. Nobody really preps for Shuckle, and that's the scary part about Shuckle. But yeah, so we're going into this team builder. Like I said, first thing I noticed, he has to bring in Scarfer to be faster than Hawlucha. So how do we counter that? With a Scarf of our own. So my thought is that he's going to be really, really timid on trying to run a lot of knockoff this week, because I have 2 Mons that are going to bring a burden, most likely. I'm fully expecting him to believe that I'm bringing the Pincurchin, Hawlucha Unburden, and a Selgor Unburden trio to try to get those Unburden boosts and try to be faster. So I'm going to really play off the fact that I'm not doing that. So this particular set for Hawlucha with the Scarf will outspeed Scarf Cortana. It will not outspeed Scarf Espeon. So Scarf Espeon comes in, can OHKO this Hawlucha, which will set me back. But as long as he's not Scarf Espeon, I should be okay. My goal is to lead Hawlucha and then just straight U-turn out on anything that's not named Cortana. I want to see what he's going to click when Hawlucha is in against Cortana, because Fire Punch does 94 max, and if he thinks that he's going to be faster than me because he's Scarfed, then gets hit with a very fast Fire Punch at 94 for 94 damage, he's not going to be ready to take that, and I'm hoping that can put him on the back foot. But on top of that, if he switches into a Drain Punch before that, or just if he switches in anyways, I can get the Cortana. But if he comes in and I can Drain Punch, or if I need to Drain Punch, I do max 70 with Drain Punch. So, but the Fire Punch is there solely for the Cortana. Stone Edge for Zardex, Drain Punch for health, and U-turn for just movability, trying to get in and out of situations. I plan to bring this thing in and just U-turn out a few turns and try to see where he's at. But this set is going to be interesting to see A, how he plays around it, and B, if I can catch him on the back foot. Because if I can catch him on the back foot with the Scarf Hawlucha, this is going to be a fun game. But like I said, he doesn't outspeed the Espeon, so I've got to be careful. Make sure he's not bringing Scarf Espeon. Now, the next mon that I really wanted something to just counter specifically the Zardex. And Rocky just stood out to me. This thing is speed creeping. We got a lot of speed creeping this week, but this thing is crept just solely for that Zardex. It's gonna set the Stealth Rocks, give me some chips damage, stone it. Espeon can't switch in. This thing Oko's Espeon, and Kartana will take 38% on Stone Edge. So that's really key, because if you go back to the Hawlucha, if I already have 38% on him, Drain Punch just Oko's. So we really need to work with Rocky and get Rocky in situations where he's going to do a lot of damage and things are not going to like switching into him. So it wouldn't be a primary Lando counter if you didn't bring your Ice type. And this is Nessie's coming this week for last week. Ice Shard Liquidation Drill Run Avalanche. Again, primary Scarf Lando counter. Anything not Scarf Lando, I handle really well. But if he's Scarf Lando, he Oko's Lycanroc. He does a lot of damage to Hawlucha, and yeah, Hawlucha's scarfed and faster, but the flip side to that is it's gonna struggle to get a lot done to him if some of my slower mons or some of my mons that are gonna naturally be faster than him can't be faster. So this is my Scarflando counter, because Ice Shard does minimum 69%. So if I can get this thing in and I know that he's Scarflando, he has to switch out, because he cannot afford to take an Ice Shard if he's Scarflando. My next mon, I'm bringing a Selgor. I told you both of these mons are way faster. This thing is crept to be the fastest thing across the board. Knockoff and Black Glasses are there just to cost some mons their items. If I can knock as many items as I want off, then nothing's gonna really want to stay in, and then I just baton pass back out. It's mainly there for hazards though. T-Spikes and Spikes are really crucial in this match. He's got a little bit of bulk that does scare me in the Sableye and in the Tangrowth, and if I can get those things weakened down, whittled down with the T-Spikes and the Spikes, then they'll just become non-factors and fall into place like the rest of everything else. Next we have Flowey the Florges coming once again. Typical Florges set, Moonblast Wish, Toxic Heal Bell. Again, Toxic is huge to whittle down some of that bulk he's got. We're bringing lefties. We're bringing Wish to try to keep some things healthy. Wish up Hawlucha. Wish up Rocky. Wish up the Quickster. Just kind of keep things healthy. And our last mon is our big thing, and that's Silvally Poison. So this Silvally Poison, it's Bed Crep for I forgot what I spec crep this for. I'll look it up and let you know when I do the battle. But multi-attack does 60% to very physically devote defensive growth. So I think I calculated max defense, and it does 60%. So that is huge, because if we can hit that thing really, really hard like that, and it's poison, and it's taking damage from like spikes or rocks or whatever, he's gonna have a hard time keeping this thing switching in and out, even with the regenerator ability. And then the Ice Fang is obviously there for Lando. But yeah, that's our squad. That's what we're bringing this week. Let me see this. Pull up my sheet real quick. I have Spec Crep Silvally for the Lando. Silvally is there to always outspeed non-Scarf Lando for that Ice Fang damage. And this thing is mostly here for the unmissable Toxics, which is really cool and a really cool thing to be able to bring every week. Yeah, that's the squad for this week, and let's try to get this win as we get ready to go into the big roster change.